Have you ever wondered how to prepare for unexpected events without leaving a digital trail? In an age where digital footprints are tracked and analyzed, maintaining privacy while preparing for potential SHTF scenarios can be a challenge. Every card swipe, every online purchase leaves a trail that reveals what you're buying, how much, and potentially what you're preparing for. But there's a way to circumvent this digital oversight. The answer? Good old-fashioned cash. A cash purchase leaves no data trail, keeps your preparations private, and safeguards your resources. Today, we're going to explore the top 13 survival items that you should consider buying with cash. From books on survival tactics to medical supplies, precious metals, and more, we'll delve into why these items are key to your survival strategy and how buying them with cash can help maintain your privacy. So, grab a notepad and a pen. Let's dive into the list of top 13 survival items to buy with cash. First on our list are books on survival and tactical training. These aren't your average bedtime reads. They're handbooks for life when things go south. Think wilderness survival guides, homesteading handbooks, tactical and military training manuals. They're rich with knowledge from setting up a shelter and finding food to self-defense techniques and first aid. But here's the thing. In a world where every digital transaction leaves a breadcrumb trail, buying these books with cash is a wise move. It keeps your survivalist interest off the radar. Because let's face it, not everyone needs to know that you're learning how to build a fire from scratch, or that you're brushing up on your knot tying skills. So next time you find yourself in a bookstore, remember to bring some cash. Remember, knowledge is power, and keeping that power low-key is even better. Next up, we have food supplies. Picture this, a pantry packed to the rafters with canned goods, bags of rice and beans, all bought with cash to keep your buying habits discreet. Imagine being able to feed your family for months, even years from this stockpile, all without leaving a digital footprint. Non-perishable food items like these are a cornerstone of any prepper's storage plan. They're long-lasting, nutrient-dense, and easy to prepare, making them ideal for a variety of emergency situations. Buying in bulk can also save you money in the long run, stretching your dollars further. But why cash? Well, cash transactions are anonymous, leaving no trace of your shopping list or the extent of your preparations. In a world where data is power, this anonymity can be a powerful tool. So, keeping your pantry full is a great move, and doing it anonymously is even better. Third on our list is water purification equipment. We all know that water is the essence of life. Without it, survival is just a mirage. But in a SHTF scenario, finding clean, drinkable water can become a significant challenge. This is where water purification equipment steps in. From filters and purification tablets to portable systems, these tools can turn questionable water into a safe source of hydration. But why buy it with cash? Well, it's all about maintaining a low profile. Privacy is crucial in a world where every digital transaction leaves a breadcrumb trail. By using cash, you're ensuring that your preparations remain your business alone. No records, no trace, no one the wiser. This way, your efforts to secure clean water are shielded from prying eyes, giving you the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're prepared. Remember, water is life, and securing it privately is a smart survival strategy. Moving on, let's talk about medical supplies. In times of uncertainty, having a well-stocked first aid kit is not just a good idea. It's essential. This should include bandages, antiseptics, tweezers, medical tape, and a good pair of medical scissors. Over-the-counter medications for common ailments, such as pain, fever, and allergies, are also a must. And then there are prescription medications. If you or your loved ones rely on certain drugs, it's wise to have a stockpile. Remember, in a crisis, pharmacies may not be open or accessible. Now, why buy these with cash? Simple. Anonymity. Your health is your business, and there's no need to broadcast your preparedness strategy to the world. Plus, in a cashless society, your medical stockpile could become a target. So keep it on the down low. Buy with cash, and keep your preparations to yourself. Remember, in times of crisis, having a well-stocked first aid kit can be a lifesaver, especially if it's a secret. Halfway through our list, we have precious metals. Gold and silver have been a store of value for thousands of years, and they continue to hold their merit even today. In uncertain times, these metals can serve as a hedge against inflation and economic instability. They can be traded for goods or services, making them a valuable addition to your survival toolkit. But why should you buy these with cash? The answer lies in privacy. Purchasing gold or silver leaves a digital footprint if done electronically, exposing your investment strategies. This could make you a target in a post-collapse scenario. By using cash, you eliminate this risk, keeping your asset protection strategies confidential. Moreover, buying with cash allows for anonymous transactions, which is beneficial when you want to keep your preparations under the radar. So, safeguarding your assets with precious metals is a wise move, and doing it anonymously is even better. Next on our list are seeds, but not just any seeds, heirloom seeds. Why? Because these little gems are the key to sustainable living. Heirloom seeds are non-hybrid varieties that have been passed down through generations due to their valued characteristics. They produce plants with the same traits year after year. This is crucial for a self-sustaining food supply. And why buy them with cash, you ask? Well, purchasing your seeds with cash is a great way to keep your plans for food independence off the grid. It's not about being secretive, it's about protecting your privacy and preserving your resources. Plus, cash transactions can help you avoid potential price hikes that could occur in a crisis situation. In an unpredictable world, having a reliable food source is a comfort. Remember, food independence starts with a seed, and keeping that plan private is key. Moving on, we have barter goods. When society's established systems falter, items like alcohol, tobacco, and coffee become a new form of currency. These goods are universally recognized, easy to store, and highly sought after, making them perfect for trade in post-collapse scenarios. Imagine a hot cup of coffee or a smoke after a long day of survival activities. They become luxury items, and luxury equals leverage. Now, you might wonder, why buy these with cash? The answer is simple: discretion. Stocking these goods could lead to unwanted attention. By purchasing them with cash, you're effectively sidestepping a digital footprint, keeping your stockpile a secret. Plus, it's just good practice to keep these transactions under the radar. So, next time you're at the store, consider picking up a few extra packs of cigarettes or a bottle of whiskey. Remember, in a post-collapse world, these goods can be more valuable than cash, especially if your stockpile is a secret. Next up, we have off-the-grid energy solutions. Solar panels and wind turbines are not just for the eco-conscious among us, they are also crucial tools for those planning to live independently. These systems provide renewable energy, allowing you to power your life without reliance on public utilities. Now, why buy these with cash? The answer is simple. Purchasing such items can suggest a readiness to live off the grid, and in certain circles that might raise more than a few eyebrows. By making these transactions with cash, you're keeping your off-grid ambitions confidential. Consider this: in a world where every purchase can be tracked, examined, and potentially used against you, isn't it wise to keep your preparations for energy independence as quiet as possible? Remember, energy independence is a great goal, and achieving it secretly is even better. Next on our list are safe and lockboxes. Now let's think about this for a moment. You've gone to great lengths to obtain your survival items discreetly, using cash. It would be a waste if these resources were not securely stored, wouldn't it? That's exactly where safe and lockboxes come into play. These items are essential for keeping your valuables, documents, and survival goods secure from both prying eyes and potential threats. Buying a safe or lockbox with cash further ensures that no one knows you're sitting on a trove of survival supplies. It's not just about physical security, but also about maintaining that all-important element of surprise. In a crisis situation, the fact that you are prepared can be as valuable as the preparations themselves. So the less people know about your stash, the better. Remember, your valuables are only as safe as your secret stash. Moving on, we have maps and navigation tools. Picture this: a digital blackout sweeps across the globe, no internet, no GPS, and suddenly we're all thrown back a few centuries. In such a scenario, your smartphone won't help you find your way, but you know what will? Good old-fashioned maps and compasses. These tools are timeless, reliable, and most importantly, they don't rely on a battery or network coverage. What's more, having a physical map of your local area, of escape routes, and potential safe zones can be invaluable. Now, why buy these with cash? Well, owning these items might suggest you're preparing for a significant event, and you might prefer to keep that information private. So going old school with cash purchases can help keep your navigation plans under the radar. Remember, in a world without GPS, a good map is your best friend, especially if it's a secret. Next up, we have survival gear. Now, this is where things get interesting. We're talking about the kind of equipment that could make the difference between life and death in a survival situation. Items like tactical gear, heavy-duty flashlights, multi-tools, and quality knives. These are the tools that can help you build a shelter, start a fire, or even protect yourself in a pinch. And why should you buy these with cash? Well, having a stockpile of survival gear can sometimes raise eyebrows. It's not something you want your neighbors, or the government, for that matter, to know you've got stashed away. By using cash, you keep your purchases private, allowing you to maintain a low profile while still being prepared. Remember, being prepared is half the battle, and doing it anonymously is even better. So invest in that survival gear and do it discreetly. Your future self might just thank you for it. Almost at the end of our list, we have disguise and camouflage materials. In a survival situation, staying hidden can be as important as having a good food supply or a reliable source of clean water. Camouflage nets, ghillie suits, and other materials can assist in blending into your surroundings, effectively becoming invisible to potential threats. These materials are not just for hiding yourself, but also your shelter or supplies. A concealed campsite or stash of goods can be a lifesaver in certain scenarios. Now you might be wondering, why should I buy these with cash? Well, the answer is simple: privacy. If you're planning to stay hidden in a SHTF scenario, it's best not to leave a paper trail of your preparations. Purchasing these items with cash helps maintain that veil of secrecy, ensuring you're the only one who knows about your strategies for concealment. Remember, staying hidden can be crucial, and doing it secretly is the best way to go. Finally, we have firearms and ammunition. These tools are invaluable for hunting and protection in a world gone awry. However, laws and regulations around these items are often stringent, and purchases are typically tracked and registered. This is where cash transactions can make a significant difference. By using cash, you can potentially avoid leaving a digital trail that could lead authorities or anyone else straight to your doorstep. It's about maintaining your privacy and ensuring your safety. It's not about breaking the law, but rather about protecting your freedom and your right to prepare for unforeseen circumstances. It's a delicate subject, but one we cannot ignore when discussing survival. Keep in mind, it's always essential to follow your local laws and regulations when acquiring any firearms or ammunition. Remember, when it comes to survival, having the right tools and keeping them a secret can make all the difference. Let's recap the top 13 survival items to buy with cash. From books on survival and tactical training to food supplies, water purification equipment, and medical supplies. Don't underestimate the value of precious metals, heirloom seeds, and barter goods. For those who plan to live off the grid, energy solutions, safes, and lockboxes, maps, and navigation tools are essential. And let's not forget survival gear, disguise, and camouflage materials, and last but not least, firearms and ammunition. All of these items are best purchased with cash to maintain privacy and keep your preparations off the record. The key takeaway from our discussion is that in times of uncertainty, being prepared is crucial, but equally important is the manner in which you prepare. Being discreet can make all the difference when it comes to your safety and survival. Remember, when it comes to survival, secrecy is as important as preparation.